Bianca, so unfortunately, you're a victim of another hospitality victim of COVID-19, and you were managing distribution and sales for Lux up until April.
Yes, so I was the vice president of distribution, performance, and membership for Lux, which is a company that provided sales and marketing representation for boutique hotels. They also owned and managed their properties, three properties in LA, one in Rome, and one in New York. So I was with them for 3 years. But as of April 1st, I am unemployed.
Because you were seeing the Asian hotels you were seeing it early.
Yes, we saw it early on since this started in Asia. Unfortunately, December last year, we saw the occupancy drop drastically, and then it trickled into Europe, and then it came to the US. And right when it hit the US, we knew that the company realized that financially they were going to take a big hit, and I
Right.
think they decided to take it a completely different direction. So all the executive team was laid off. Unfortunately, they're working with a skeleton crew, and I think they're expecting a lot of hotels to drop after this, take into consideration all the costs associated with their representation.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate. And you're not alone. Of course, you know that.
Yeah.
I'm curious though. They expect to drop. Do they have any kind of inclination of what those hotels will do?
I think a lot of hotels will really manage things separately. The beautiful thing about the representation that we were working with is that we were an all-in solution for hotels. So instead of having your channel manager, your GDS representation, it was all combined into one. But that came at a cost. It makes hotels' life a lot easier, but it was not the cheapest solution out there. So I think a lot of hotels will probably go towards the cheap solutions again, or maybe not even have a couple of services that we offered. So hotels are not paying. Literally, that's what was happening. Hotels stopped paying, and a lot of the a lot of hotels also paid us for transactions. So if there are no transactions, there are no payments, and that's why I think the business model suffered very early on during the crisis.
Us too.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's
This distribution business has been tough, but
yes, yeah. I think it was time for a change, no matter what, and I think things were changing. So I think it was just now things need to change. Boom.
yeah,
Right now.
right. Well, I appreciate the big smile on your face, even though this is just sucks.
Yeah. I mean, you should try to stay positive. It's not every day, it's not a smile on my face, but I'd say for the most part, I'm still thankful for my health. And yeah, we need to carry on.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you were seeing this early out of Asia, and you were getting ready to direct your team to tackle a few things. What were they?
Yeah, absolutely. I think as hoteliers, we know it's a 24/7 business. We never have time to stop and really analyze what's going on or what went on and what we're going to do in the future. Every budget season, we're scrambling to put the budget together and deal with our everyday life. So what I had planned, I think it's a good exercise for hotels to really understand what is going on with the hotel, what went on, and what they can do in the future. So I think one good thing that hotels should be doing right now, if they're still opening later during the year, or if they're about to open maybe in 2 months, is to really analyze and clean house in terms of what do they have in rates, what is their rate strategy, what is loaded, what is not, do all the rates apply in this new reality that we're going into? Do you have advanced purchase rates? Do you have those rates with all the OTAs? Do you want to have all those rates with the OTAs? So I think it's a really good time to analyze what you have, to delete what you don't need anymore. A lot of old promotions that, believe it or not, they make the system run slower and eventually the experience for the guests to book poor. So it's a good time to look into that. One thing that I'm also talking to a lot of colleagues is that we are so focused on what's happening in 2020 that we are forgetting about 2021. It's already June. You're past the time to load rates for 2021. But I think most importantly this year, because people are not planning a lot of travel for now, they're looking into next year. They're looking to rebooking their vacations, into hosting their group trips. So it's very important that you have rates loaded for the whole 2021. And then the second thing that's also interesting for hotels to do now is to really understand their cost of distribution. I hear all the time that people think that OTAs are the devil or the enemy. And yeah, trust me, it's not always the case, but
Right.
you really need to analyze and you need to put on paper what is the price to do business with OTAs, what is the price to do business with FITs, and maybe this is a great opportunity for you to review your strategy moving forward if you want to still play with some channels or not. Um, Again, I think it's a lot of hotels are surprised when they do that exercise to find out that channels that they think are so profitable are actually not the most profitable channels that they have on property. And the third thing is to really define your short-term marketing strategy. Are you looking to your Google Analytics? Believe it or not, there's still a lot of traffic coming to hotels. Who are the people that are looking into your website right now? Can you do something in terms of marketing with that group of people that is coming right now, and maybe they will come in the future to visit your hotel? A lot of marketing managers for OTAs, they have a lot of information because they can look into the future, into the demand that's coming to your hotel. Ask for their help. They're working. There are not a lot of this market still have their market managers working full time. So I'm sure that they are happy to give you information because they'll benefit from that too. And they have amazing insights that a lot of times we don't take advantage of because we don't have time. Well, now you do. So definitely reach out to them, and I'm sure that they are going to have, again, great information into the demand that's coming to your hotel.
All right. That's some strong advice from Bianca. Thank you, Bianca, for spending some
Yes.
time with us.
Yeah, thank you.